Hello everybody and welcome back to the video on the channel. Hopefully you guys have an absolutely amazing day. So as you all can probably tell by today's title, we're looking at the biggest issues plaguing Among Us at this current moment and probably over the last couple months as well, and obviously into the future. If you guys do enjoy this video, I'll be looking at every single issue that I have with Among Us at the moment and talking about possible solutions and things they could do to really stop the game from dying and actually keep it alive and keep us enjoying it for a longer period of time. Obviously, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also the notification button. And apart from that, let's just get straight into this. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the first reason why I think Among Us is going to phase out of relevancy and most likely end up dying. With the new updates, with the new content they bring into the game, as you know, they're quite sparse. So what this means is they're quite few and quite scattered across like a whole year, for example, a long period of time. So what this basically means is that when we get a new map or a new bit of content or a new update, we then got to wait quite a few months before another bit of content comes out. So for example, if you guys didn't notice already, they announced the airship map back in December, and we didn't have an update from the start of December all the way up to literally the end of March, which is when obviously the airship map finally came out, which literally was on the last day of March, the 31st of March. So literally for those whole 3-4 months, we got no content, no update, nothing at all to keep us going throughout those whole 4 months time. And now the airship map's finally come out, we got that load of content all in one go. We got some new skins, new hats, new items to use, and obviously a whole new map. However, the issue with this though is that people are going to play that map so much and literally enjoy every other content, but the problem is the content isn't quite enough to keep us going for a few months. So that content we're going to overplay and get bored of it quite quickly. The problem is at the moment is Among Us does not have enough content constantly coming out to keep us interested, keep us busy, keep us playing. And the problem is now we're now not going to see another map or any new content now for at least the next couple of months. So it's already nearly been over a month since the map first came out, so we're going to have at least a few more months before we see any more content. And as you may know, a lot of people are already getting themselves bored of the new airship map. My second reason why I think the Among Us game is going to die unless they do this thing, there's only one real game mode in Among Us at this current moment. So why don't they just support more game modes first party rather than getting other people to make mods? So what they could do is actually make their own version of the mods that are currently being made and actually just have it within the game naturally without you having to download mods. So my idea what they could do is actually make some game modes, like for example Prop Hunt would be in a banging one. Imagine that on the airship map or any of the other maps. I think Slasher would be a lot of fun, quite similar to the way Among Us usually works, except for the fact you know who the imposter is and they are marked. And then also Cops and Criminals, so it can be kind of like a police station where you keep the criminals in and you have to try and ground them all up into the police station without anyone again escaping. I think that'd be a really sick game mode. However, if Among Us supported these first party and actually supported them themselves, I think it could really help the game by having loads of new gamers into the game and obviously adding other game modes as well, like other mods you guys know about, maybe like the Jester mod. There's a Jurassic Park mod or something crazy like that, like a dinosaur mod. There's loads of different mods that people are making for the Among Us game that people have really been enjoying, and for them to actually maybe release their own party games within the Among Us game without mods, I think would really help the game and support it to a new level. Next issue I got with the game at the moment, and obviously a possible solution to this as well, is that there's only a maximum of 10 players within the map. So as you may know, especially for the airship map, it just really feels there's not enough players on the airship map currently to actually make it a proper game. So for example, if I'm on the far right in cockpit and someone's all the way in the toilets, for example, and someone gets killed in the toilets room, by the time I've gone from that side of the map to all the way over that side of the map, obviously doing my tasks as well, it's probably been like 5 minutes. So obviously by the time I've seen that body, I don't know who's killed them because that body could have been there for ages. I don't know. I could have walked past about 6 people and they might have just not seen it themselves because the map is just so big. That is the biggest issue we have at the moment, is not knowing how long a body's been there for due to the fact the map's so big and therefore not being able to keep track of people as well. Also on the Among Us airship map, possible visual tasks, and maybe when the doors get closed you have to use a swipe card. Maybe the imposters can't do this and maybe they have to kind of go around. I think that might be a cool little idea as well, to kind of be able to find out who the imposters are. Alright, moving on to my next point is their lack of hack prevention, so basically their anti-cheat. So at this current moment, as we all know, hackers are quite a big thing within the game, especially a few months back. I do feel like it did get lessened when the air count systems was made. However, it hasn't really stopped them completely. It's still quite a bit of an issue in the game. So basically what's happening is hackers are able to literally be a crewmate and make the lights turn off communication, call sabotages, and also kill people even if they are crewmates. So stuff like that is constantly happening with Among Us games, and obviously if they can deal with these issues and get rid of hacking somehow with an anti-cheat or even to possibly literally just make the account system work better, where you could just report people and get rid of them. It'd be really handy. So currently at the moment, it's really hard to know which person within your Among Us game is the hacker. So for example, if you've got 10 people around 10 table and you don't know who any of them are, and the lights get turned off before the game's even begun, how are you going to know who the hacker is? You're not going to, are you? It's really hard to kind of understand. So with an anti-cheat, hopefully you'll be able to pick up on that and know who's actually done it, even if they weren't an imposter. My next biggest issue with the game is when they bring out a new update, they then go pretty much radio silent for the next 3 to 6 months. So what I mean by this is that when a new big update comes out, like for example when we had the SG map, they're now going to be going quiet for a 3 to 6 month period before they do then announce a new update, a new map, some new news, and it just feels really annoying. I know they are a very small team, I do fully understand that it does take a long time to make content, but it does not mean that people are going to stick around just because you guys are a small team. People want new content constantly, and they need to constantly be entertained. So without having content for another 3 to 6 months, really going to hurt the game. As people come up for the SG map, they enjoy it for a few weeks, and then they're gone. So unless Among Us get to a point where they're either releasing something new every single week or every single month, it's really going to hurt the game, as people just aren't going to come back. Like for example in Fortnite, when it's back in its prime especially, there was new content every single week. There was something new. Like for example, you might get a new weapon, a new part of the map, a new point of interest, I don't know, a new way of getting around the map, like a golf buggy, the shopping trolley, stuff like that within the game to keep people interested could possibly add it to Among Us. Like for example, I don't know, maybe a weekly new hat, or if you level up this much or play this many games in a week, you get this hat. Like stuff to really kind of work towards, I think would be really cool. Another point I got to say is achievements and levels for the game for something to work towards. So this is one of my biggest issues with the game at the moment, is that you play the game, you finish your game, and that's really kind of it. There's no real kind of like recognition for you playing the game, or like, I don't know, oh, you've played this many games, therefore you're level this, and you're like a professional, or you're a really good imposter, you're really good this. There's nothing like that. There's no kind of leaderboard, achievements, levels, or anything like that. So what I think they could add possibly, now they got account systems especially, is the thought of doing like a leveling system, so you can level up your account, and maybe at certain levels you can lock certain content to show that you're a higher level. Like for example, level 50 you could get like, I don't know, maybe like a bronze, you know, top house of it. Maybe a gold one for level 100 to really show that you're sick, and then maybe at like 200 you get like a diamond one, kind of going along that kind of COD theme with the camos. Something like that would be really cool. And then also adding achievements to the game, like for example, I don't know, win 50 games as an imposter, stuff like that. Simple things that make you kind of like work towards, you know, completing that. I think that'd be really cool. And then also the fact, obviously, levels, achievements would be amazing, and obviously leaderboards possibly. I think leaderboards would be really cool, so you can kind of see like how good you are ranked to everyone else. Like for example, I don't know, it can say like imposter wins, and you can see what you know, rank you are and how many imposter wins you are compared to other people. I don't know, let's just say wins as imposter versus loss to imposters. What percentage are you? How good are you at that kind of stuff? I think that'd be really cool as well, and that's one of my points I think they could add to the game to really keep people coming back as well, and also interested in wanting to grind the game. Might be an interesting point maybe to add to the game. And then one of my last points is possible first person's perspective game mode. I know this one is probably the most far-fetched one out of all of them, as this game is made in 2D, and I think it could possibly work. So I think, as I was talking about earlier as different game modes, I think they could possibly add a game mode of first person's perspective and kind of have it like as a 3D game. And I think that'd be really cool because it's kind of a different perspective. So for example, you wouldn't be able to see around corners because obviously you wouldn't be like hovering above the map. I mean, it'd be really cool for Among Us as well. Like for example, when you get killed, like you're literally standing up against the person, you actually see them into their eyes and stuff. I think that'd be really interesting. Anyway, that is all my points and problems I have for this game, and obviously all my solutions as well to really keep people playing the game, try and make the game come back to life, and also give it some new life. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, obviously let me know in the comment section down below any other problems, issues you're having with the game at the moment, and any other solutions you guys think would really bring the game back to life, and other things you think could really help the game out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification button as well if you haven't already. As I said, only 3% of you guys are currently subscribed, so if you could subscribe to the channel, it would be really appreciated, as I'm trying to hit 7K by the end of this month. So obviously if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.